It wasn't the weekend we wanted. Certainly we wanted to go 2-0, and I thought we had chances to beat Idaho State. But, we'll kind of take it where we're at right now, and it's exactly where we were last year, to start the conference season 0-2, to win the next two, and to split the next weekend. So it's not panic time yet. It's time to just keep progressing, keep improving. There's some key spots where I think we still have big room for improvement, which is a good thing at this point, that we're not stagnant. There's not a cap on this team. I think we have a lot of room for growth, that by November we can be the best team in the conference. Well, I think mostly what we learned with Idaho State is all volleyball specific things. I don't think we want to make it bigger than it is, of that it was emotional or that it was any of those type of reasons why we lost. It came down to tactical adjustments that we didn't make, a few technical things that we need to get better at, especially with some of our younger players. So those things are a good change, and we got to continue to make those developments, and then we'll put ourselves in a position to be playing our best volleyball. When you add the emotion, you add tournament time, experience, you kind of put all those pieces in the puzzle at the end of November. I like where we'll be sitting if we can make those volleyball adjustments. I do think we're behind in terms of development because of the injuries. I think we just kind of got set back a little bit. And so one of the ways I worded it was, Idaho State looked like they were playing mid-October volleyball, and we looked like we were playing early September volleyball. And so it wasn't the matchup that we needed on that date, but we can catch up with that in the next 6 weeks. And so, a couple things, we just got to be a little bit more organized blocking, and we're all over the place, which makes it tough for our back row defense to come up with plays when we need it to. So that's why we're seeing teams hit 500 on us on a given set, and then we can hold them under 200 the rest of the match. But we're just seeing fluxes with us defensively, which is a lack of organization, which is on me to start with. We got to continue to train that better so that we're more organized. And the other thing is just offensive rhythm, that we are just now getting that back with Ashley in a 5-1, and so we aren't able to do very much other than our basic play calls. And so when we need to go to a unique play call to get a kill, we don't have that yet. And so we'll just keep progressing that, and so we can be a little bit more unpredictable down the stretch. Megan's been very consistent back there and has kept us in matches when our blocking isn't excellent. But it's kind of really dependent on the matchup. So some matches she's really been able to dial in the hitters and kind of cover for our blocking, and some matches it's been harder than others, and our blocking needs to be able to step up and make some plays. So it's nice to have a senior back there who's calm, controls the court, and we've really she's covered for us a lot. And blocking wise, I think we're further along than most years. We have higher expectations in that area than in previous years. Well, even though Sac State didn't graduate anyone last year, they're a very different team than they were last year. Lauren Kissel on the left side is tearing it up, and so we're going to have to find an answer for her. She hits a little bit different set, a different tempo, and it's inside, and she's been very successful on that set against other opponents. So we got to see how we're going to try and defend that, and how much focus we put on that versus how much focus we put on defending the rest of the team, and you kind of give up the kills that she's going to produce for the team. So we know that going into the Sac State match, that she's going to be pivotal to their success. And then North Dakota, their middles are very good, and they're known for that. They have two experienced, good physical middles that we're going to have to slow down a little bit, get them out of system, and manage those two middles. Should be a fun Saturday at home. We're here for homecoming. We'll have a home football game. We have several recruits in town. It'll be a fun environment Saturday evening. The tough part is we will just be coming home Friday from a road trip. So it's a little bit of a unique weekend with a split trip, but we're glad to be home on Saturday.